Good morning. Welcome back to the homestead and another one of my builds. Thank you for joining me again. So today's build is all about building a truck bed slider or a slide out system for the back of my bakkie, which we'll take you through. Today's video is dedicated to my brother-in-law, Wayne Gallo, who is recovering in hospital after a nasty motorcycle accident. So, but, next time, please don't try to run over a car with the motorcycle. But this one's for you, and when you're up and running and back here at the homestead, we're going to hook you up with a slide out system for your own bakkie. So this one's for you, and let's get into the build. So that's the back of my truck, and I load a lot of these type of boxes which I deliver to my customers. And so anything that's too far at the back I can't reach. So you can see that's my reach it stick there, which is propping up the door of the canopy I've just built. Yes, I know I haven't put in the shock, but I'm waiting for it to be delivered. So anyway, back to this. It becomes very difficult, so I want to make some type of a sliding system where I could just slide in and out without having to get into the back. I also don't want to drill into the vehicle, as well as I want the entire system to be able to be removed and put back in pretty easily, and it should be able to be done by one person. So I have some ideas. I'm going to take some measurements and let's start doing this build. What I'm going to do is elevate the frames. That's a cross member for the frame. I'm going to elevate it off the truck floor by 60 millimeters, so it lifts it up in the unlikely event that water gets in there. Everything on the top is going to remain dry. Then I've got a bearing which will run, a bearing will run under there and another bearing will run on the top of it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these little legs. I need a whole stack of them. I am cutting up the legs, but this is intended more for Kim Warner, one of my buddies on one of the woodworking groups I belong to. Yes, Kim, I do have Ryobi in my shop, and it cuts accurate-ish, so I'm pretty happy with it, and it does what I'm asking of it. So let's check Kim just for you. There we go. I'm pretty happy with that, Kim. I love it when my mom's here because she brings me all sorts of nice goodies while I'm in the shop. So what's this? I'm getting some nice spiced apples. So I know that my wife is going to take the obligatory look at the video once it's done, so take a hint when I'm in the shop. That one's probably going to get me killed, but anyway, we'll put it in there. 14 of these done. The goodies are all gone, and for the sake of world peace and supper and other unmentionable benefits, I must hasten to add that my wife also brings me lots of nice goodies when I'm in the shop. There, I've said it. got that welded up. It's being held in place by the crate here. So that's going to be the back part of it, and here it's going to go up and then bolt into there, so it stops it from pivoting upwards when the weight is unbalanced at the other end. So I'm then going to weld another piece in there for the frame on that side, and then back to the other. So I'm going to go ahead and weld these in, and then I'll show you what it looks like once I'm done. I've got the frame made up now, ready to go in. That back part there will be cut off, obviously for the slider to come out, but I've just put it in there just to get the heights and everything squared up. So I'll have some mounting brackets in the side there to hold it in position. So I'm gonna put it in and let's see what it looks like. I wanted to do a quick night shot of the back of the bakkie. So if you follow my channel, you will see that I built this canvas canopy in my last build. I will put a link to it in the description. So what I didn't show you in that vid, because it hadn't been done as yet, is that I put in some LED lighting into the back of it, which lights it up pretty nicely. And as you can see, it's pretty dark out at the moment. So the frame of the slider is put in there. I've got it on wood for two reasons. One is that it will prevent any rattles, so it will dampen the sound, and secondly is that the bearings which go underneath the frame to prevent the actual slide from pivoting upward at the back, they are touching the corrugations on the back of the bakkie. So it's lower there and higher there, and it's actually touching on that. So I had to make a plan quickly because I need to use this tomorrow. So you know what I did is I just sort of put it on wood, and that works for now. When I get back, you know, I will make a better arrangement for it. This is the setup which I've come up with. So basically it's bearings that I've put in there. It's going to sit on top like this. And it will slide out, in and out like that. So that bearing keeps it in place, that one holds the load, and then there will be another one from underneath which I will put on so that when I pull out like that, it doesn't tip upwards. I've got it all welded up, and it's definitely starting to look like something now. So you can see it there, being able to slide in and out. So let me work on the bearings underneath, and it's more secure, then I can take a better shot. I've got the slider frame on the bench here, so let me show you the setup which I have done here. So basically it's that one bearing which holds the weight, the other one which prevents it from tipping upwards when extended, and then of course that one which spaces it so it prevents the metal rubbing against each other and jamming itself, obviously, and it slides out pretty nicely. I'm quite happy with that. I'm gonna put on a top, and then the build criteria of course was that it should be able to be put in and taken out by one person and not have to drill into the bakkie itself, which I've managed to achieve. So I'm going to put a little T-piece across there which I will drill, and then that just mounts into pre-existing holes which are in the back of the bakkie. So let me go ahead and do all of that. I will put on the back, fit it in, and when I come back I will show you the finished thing. So here you see the actual slide which I've got on some plywood which I'm going to use as a base temporarily. I think it's a bit too thick. I want to keep keep this whole thing as light as possible. But that is this is upside down now, so that is the bearing which goes underneath. You know, I'm gonna have to make a better plan for spaces, but once again, because I'm in a hurry, you know, that works for now. So that is touching on the corrugations on the back of the bakkie, so hence the wood in there. So I'm gonna get this mounted up, and I need to put in some spring washers there to prevent those from loosening themselves up. But it's looking good. I'm gonna get this mounted up, drilled, mounted up, and then I'm gonna put it in, and that will be the end of the build until I can get back from Johannesburg and do something better, clean this up. So yeah, let's see what it looks like when it's all mounted up. So there you have it. I have put the plywood up on the top, and it slides in pretty easily, as you can see. In and out pretty easily. So I'm gonna call this a successful build, although I need to come back and modify a few things and just get it better. But for now, that's a successful build. Once again, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, like my videos, share them, and subscribe to the channel. From the Suburban Homesteader, thank you for watching. I'm out.